Still I love her. It's getting late. So from my eyes come to another place. We'll come right. We'll come right.
I'm in the process of gentling Soul and having him learn to trust people by feeding him. And it's working out really great. See, I have a very large pasture and I have a kind of a paddock, but both of them have a lot of grass. So it's hard for me to train him with a flag. A lot of people do flag training because he has so many distractions. And I thought, well, I'll take advantage of these distractions instead of lamenting that I don't have like just a sandy area where I could get his undivided attention. And it's working really well, the food. I started off just holding the bucket and he would kind of stand back and then slowly approach, grab a mouthful and take off. He was only eating a few bites a day until the first week passed, and I do feed him like 3 times a day. So after the first week passed, he was able to actually finish the whole bucket. Then I started trying to just pet him very gently, very slowly, and just for split seconds, just touch him. And if he showed any discomfort, I just pull my hand back, just to let him know, hey, if you're uncomfortable, I'm not gonna do this. But with time, his comfort built up, his ability to let me pet him. And after he was letting me pet his muzzle, it started with the muzzle, that's the part by his mouth, the real soft part of his face. And then I would just work my way up his face on the right hand side, then the left hand side. Okay. So you're getting overly enthusiastic about those carrots at this point. And anytime he didn't like it, I pulled my hand back. So it took a while. It took about 2 weeks to get to the point where I could touch all of his face. And then I started touching his neck, which was much easier, actually. He's better on the neck. He doesn't like my hand over his neck. Well, at least he didn't. Now I'm able to do it. And then I've also been able to pet him all the way back to his haunches, under his belly, and on his feet. So on his legs, that is not, I haven't gotten to his hoofs yet, on his legs. And so it's been great, the progress that we've made. And then I started, once I saw that he was letting me pet him everywhere, I started giving him handfuls of food out of his bucket. And he eats out of my hand now perfectly. He just loves it. And then I transitioned also to adding in a carrot training session. So outside I would have him, instead of me approaching him with the bucket, I have the carrots out there and he has to approach me. And he does it. He approaches me because he's interested in the carrots. And then initially I just give him the carrot for approaching me. But the next step was when he would approach me, I'd have to be able to pet him on his face before I give him the carrot. And that took a minute. Every time he would back off, I would just walk around, act like nothing, very slowly walk away like, oh, it's okay. And wait for him to approach me again. So it was time consuming, but now we're at the point where he approaches me regularly. I pet him, a few pets, he gets the carrot. I want to try to get him to lower his head and stick it in the tree, but Zed's kind of in the way. All right. Let's lower your head down. Good boy. We've now transitioned to some halter training where I'm taking the halter and rubbing it on his body, not putting it on him yet. Feeding him the carrot sometimes through the halter so that he feels it go over his nose. Sit down a little bit. Yeah. Hold on. Sit down a little. But I feel like probably for sure within 6 weeks, he'll be halter trained, but maybe a lot sooner because we're doing great on the halter. So it's just a process of being gentle and taking the time that he needs to get comfortable with all aspects of interactions with humans. So I'm really happy for Soul.
It's getting late. So from my eyes come to another place. We'll come right.